Well, today's job requires an SUV and parts from Rock Auto because the rear brakes have finally decided they wanted to go. So we have two rotors, all sets of pads, and everything else that we need to get this job done, because this side, as we can see, is making whole bunches of noise, and I'll show you why. All right, so anyway, we had originally, we're driving the car. Ah, crap. Just as I get started, here we go. Gotta get something to keep that from moving. Well, anyway, we was driving the car, and all of a sudden we hear this noise, and I was like, what the heck was that? But because we were near an Air Force base, I thought it was a jet going over. Apparently it wasn't, because after hearing it a couple dozen times, and I'm still searching for the right wrench to work. Let's go down here in my miscellaneous wrenches. And then after hearing it a couple dozen times, and then it keeps happening, well, I come back, I looked at the brakes, and then just like this one here, we can see there's no pad left. So, and then we remembered that we have replaced the front brakes since we've owned the car. We've never replaced the rear brakes, and the rear brakes are 160,000 miles old. Well, going on 160,000 miles. So I'm going to search in there somewhere for the missing link that I need to get this thing fixed, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I haven't taken the pads out yet, but here we go. And obviously we don't even need to take the pads out to tell that we need new pads, because yeah, that's down to nothing. But for comparison, there we are. So yeah, these things have been on here for a hot minute. So we got all the parts we need, but I need to go ahead and, oh, look, found a puppy. As soon as the hood pops, gotta get it so that we can, where are you? There you are. Alright, so anyway, where? Oh crap, I forgot I buried it. Right there. Yep, still full, but, oh, in case you're wondering, this is the auxiliary braking unit that's used to hook up to the RV, so that I can, when I hit the brakes on the RV, the brakes get hit, the brakes get used on the car also, so that, well, we're not stopping everything with just the brakes on the motorhome. So, all right, now we just gotta get the two bolts out of the back here for this bracket, and we will be good to go. Yep, the inside one is not any better. So, all right, get this bracket off. We'll be back in a second. All right, after a phone call and found some parts, we got the rotor on, cleaned up with the brake clean to get the protective oil off of it. And yes, I know this is not the correct way to do it, but I couldn't find my tool, so I had to use the tool to do what I can. I do have a proper tool for this, and I just wasn't spending all day. I wasn't planning on spending all day looking for it. So, all right, this is what we got now. Just got to put the bolt in there to hold it in place and get everything else together and lubed up. Because I got my new brackets here, this for the pin, and my nice new, not so shiny but thick padded brakes. So be right back. All right, well, this side is complete, cleaned up. The caliper now moves freely, and the pads will move freely as well because we got their nice new clips in there. But the reason I'm not showing the whole thing is, why does, unless something very interesting and oh my goodness, have to show this happens, it's just a standard brake job, nothing special about it. So unless, you know, like, oh my goodness, look, I can clean the whole car. Wow. All right, so I'm gonna put the wheel back on over here. Then I'm going to move her over to the passenger side, and we will be done for the day working on this. Then we will go, nope, we won't be done, because then we have to bed the surface to the rotor, the pads to the rotors, and I'll take you along for that ride. So we'll be back in a minute. All right, so here we are, cleaning up this real quick, and then I will show you the amazing discovery that was the brake pads on this side. Alrighty, we're getting clean in there, because I had a whole bunch of dust down there coming out. Good thing I got more of that. All right, so onto the brake pads. Where is, there it is. Nothing left. All the way down to the pieces, all the way down to metal. Shiny. So yeah, why this one went so low on the outside over here versus the inside. The inside over here was pretty decent. It was getting close to the wear indicator. As we can, look at that red right there. As we can see, it was pretty close. But this was beyond. So I don't really think there's a problem. I think it's just one side wore out. I mean, they're both sides wore out pretty good. So so that's all that it was, really. So I'm gonna finish cleaning this stuff up, this bracket here, and put the new pieces on, put it all together, and then go do the break-in process. Well, don't mind the whining. Somebody's on a ride and super excited. But we're gonna do first of many hard breakings. There's one. So we gotta go 30 seconds now until the next braking, but I'm probably gonna go ahead and take a side road because I'm starting to get traffic. So I gotta let the rotor cool off anyway. But that's it for now. I'm gonna finish this up. These brakes are a lot more sensitive. Gotta get used to that. Not used to that so much. So thanks for watching. I'm gonna keep it short. Nobody likes to watch a standard change your brakes all the time. So thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. And the puppy says, see you later.